Hi, I'm Mark Darren, a seasoned designer on Tales of Monkey Island. Welcome to the commentary track. This is episode 1.
I'm Dave Bogan, director of art.
Mike Stemley, one of many co-directors on episode 1.
I'm Jake Rudkin. I did some design and some UI and stuff on this episode.
I'm Eric Parsons, cinematic artist.
Daniel Herrera, cinematic artist.
I'm Sean Vanneman. I am a designer here, and I like this game. I maybe contributed one or two thoughts somewhere. Remember when this was during the day?
Yeah, this whole opening scene was originally during the bright, sunny day with no storms or rain or bobbing boats or any of the cool stuff.
We should clarify, though.
5 significant revisions.
This scene was originally on paper on a dark and stormy night with the ships crashing all over the place. Then when we built it the first time, all of that was cut out.
And made it...
And then we put it back.
That's right, yeah, the director's notes probably does actually say dark, stormy night, blah, 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 and all the cool stuff we wanted to have. And then we cut it out and put it back in. And basically this is the end of a theoretical, never-existing Monkey Island 5. At least that's the mistake we made of saying once in public, and then everybody actually thought we were serious and that this whole season should be called Monkey Island 6. Yeah. It's not.
We had that as a joke for a while. Like, we were talking about calling this first episode 601 internally and all this stuff. In hindsight, it's good that we did not do that.
Yes.
Yes.
That might have been confusing.
Now, we wanted to open up right in the middle of a battle. I think it was the best way to get across who the characters are, quickly, what their relationships are, without doing a lot of backstory. And I think it worked out really well, actually.
Yep, it's about a guy, a gal, and a creepy undead pirate that's always messing things up for them. LeChuck, in this form, is really hideously diseased and poxed. Originally, we were thinking he might be some kind of walrus demon, and we went through several sketches of that, and then we said, wow, that's really too weird even for us.
To be fair, he wasn't actually a walrus. We were trying to combine all of his past incarnations into one, and on top of that, give him some big tusks.
Those tusks were badass.
Yeah.
I was a fan. The Walrus LeChuck is called back, though, in 5. Is that right?
That is true, yes.
Guybrush lists off his forms, and the Walrus is continuity now.
I think it's important to note that the Cursed Cutlass of Cthulhu has like all of the MacGuffins from the previous Monkey Island games crammed together. There's a voodoo doll, the cursed ring, the root beer bottle, and one or two other things that I can't...
A piece of the ultimate insult.
Oh, a piece of the ultimate insult.
Yes.
Boy, you'd think I'd remember that.
We should talk about Earl Bowen, maybe, for a sec?
Oh,
he's
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Earl Bone.
Earl Bowen's here.
Yeah,
Earl Bowen
the voice of
did it.
LeChuck.
Original voice of
He's not in the
LeChuck.
room right now.
No,
Yeah.
he's in Hawaii. He's retired.
Yeah.
And,
We dragged him back.
And not to front on our original voice actor, but it was awesome to be able to get Earl back.
Yeah, the guy that we had was cool, and he did the job. But it's when we heard that we could get Earl back to play LeChuck, I was like, well, let's just get him to record episode 1 too when he's back.
Who pounded the pavement on that, or did that just kind of come about, you know?
It was actually Matt Hansen, one of our producers.
Yeah.
Way to go, Matt.
He went for it.
If you're a fan of Earl Bowen,
Yeah.
email Matt.
He'll make him show up at your house for all your Earl Bowen needs.
Ooh,
He'll do bar mitzvahs.
floating Tales of Monkey
Hey,
Island.
the memorable Marshall.
Marshall!
Hey! Or
Guy-
get punched in the face.
Guybrush is going to do something. He punches him in the nose,
So this was...
and he says, I'm going to get you for that, and he's never seen again. Goodbye.
This was our sort of first stab at Make a Pirate, which we thought would convince everyone that they're different pirates.
Yeah.
I don't know if we totally thought that.
Here's the
We
first
told
of our
ourselves
short
that.
and dumpy pirates, Davy Nipperkin.
I think this was, we realized pretty quickly that that instinct was very wrong.
And now, the second of our short and dumpy pirates, Joaquin de Oro.
And totally not Rock Rib.
Oh, you have Rock Rib as Doro just scaled up like 3x or something to have a huge face.
He actually kind of looked like Shrek. I think we turned him green at one point.
So So yeah, this is the first Monkey Island, and we did some telltale innovations. One was characters look at each other.
Oh, you mean yeah, we actually had controllable eye movement that the cinematic
Yes.
could use.
And then the breakout character of 2009, Reginald Winslow,
Yeah,
who's
Reginald Van Winslow.
whose name is actually a combination of the guy who plays what's his name in
The
Die
cop
Hard?
from Die Hard?
The cop from Die Hard, Reginald Van Vliet or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the Winslow family.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
And
I
people
love
in the forums
Winslow.
mocked up a bunch of stuff with that
That guy
character.
playing
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yes. We had no idea he was going to prove this popular in the first episode.
So something else prevailing here was windy hair. And pieces of paper flying around. What else? Oh, particles.
Look at that hand.
Oh yeah,
First
they.
stab at particles.
Look at that hand.
Yeah, Guybrush is poxed hand all through the episode. Darn spiffy.
Particles.
Winslow cranks that crank the wrong way. It's always bothered me because that's what makes the puzzle make sense. Is that he cranks it backwards but he doesn't do it there. But then he explodes.
White,
So-
the first
Yeah.
white flash, first emitting white
Kids love
flashes.
that.
Hindsight.
Yeah, kids love that puzzle.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were saying that this weekend. We were talking about that puzzle.
Yeah, just
And-
everyone I know who plays through this game with their son.
Loves
Basically, I've been told from multiple people that they have to play this part over and over again.
And we had to fight like gibbons to keep this puzzle.
Gibbons are ferocious fighters.
Yes.
Yeah, you can tell that no one knew Winslow was going to be all sassy when in these. Oh well, there he said.
Winslow is definitely finding himself, though. Like,
Oh, I know, but just the
You know.
number of times that you see Winslow with an eyebrow raised and like a little sassy smile, and every episode after this one is high.
It's like, that's the one we'll use. Yes.
yeah.
What does it look like he's hiding something? And everything he says.
Club 41.
Like any
Oh,
series.
yeah, we're talking about Club 41, Mike?
Club 41. That was the bar we knew we were going to get into in the fourth episode, but we knew we couldn't get into in the first episode due to size limitations, namely, and I'll say it now, the 40 meg limit on the Wii, so we named it Club 41 after the 41st meg we could not get on the Wii.
And I remember playtesting it in its original incarnation. And
Originally, there was a whole puzzle that took place in the dark in the bar, and then somewhere along the line we decided, wow, it'd be really weird to start the season with a puzzle in the dark in the bar and people thinking that their computers had died.
Yeah.
So we chucked it and made it real easy.
We say in the dark, it was a completely black screen.
Yep.
Yep.
Nothing on the screen at all.
Yeah.
Except for
Didn't quite
rollover
work.
text.
Yes.
Yeah.
Little too early in the season to be doing interface jokes.
I also mucked up that bar fight about 3 or 4 times. So that was
The
awesome.
cutscene that
Barton.
replaced the puzzle
Yes.
also went through 3 reviews.
Ooh, combining objects to make
To make an object.
Dark Ninja Dave. Yeah.
Our new innovation in the world of adventure games,
Yes.
inventory combination.
We're pretty proud of that one.
Breaking
I think
the
it'll
ground.
catch on.
Yeah.
So we've got this new interface coming up where you click somewhere and the character walks to where you've clicked. We don't know if the world's ready for that though, so you won't be seeing that in Telltale Games for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So we tried to bump up the acting on the characters, and one of the things that sort of is a side effect is the finger snaps.
Oh, man.
We always kept saying like, oh, we'll just take them out later, we'll just leave them in and see, and they never came out. So by
Yay,
episode
one of my
4
favorite things ever.
Oh, the
Yay,
Guybrush
Guybrush
Yeah,
dance.
Guybrush dance, the best.
Another breakout success from the season, the Guybrush dance.
Yeah, that's worth Googling as well.
Yes.
Another thing that may have gotten overused is the jungles. We built
Yeah.
a new system to kind of expand our environments by creating jungle tiles that we could make a lot of different ones out of it really quickly. And so we tried to use that a lot to make the most of our space, but we may have overused it a little bit.
I think
over
the
the
jungle
course of the
system in
series.
general ended up a little more cramped than we had originally hoped. Sam & Max, the third season of Sam & Max has a sort of 2.0 version of this that's really cool for their city stuff.
So go buy it.
Go play Sam & Max.
Get it now.
Whatever it's
Get
called.
some.
The Devil's Playhouse.
Devil's Playhouse, thank you. You would never know I'm working on it. The Voodoo Lady. This is a great design. The Voodoo Lady's design with a skull on the face is one of my favorite things.
Is that Ryan Jones?
I believe this.
it was actually Derek Sakai.
Yeah.
Design.
Yeah.
Bringing back an old Wily vet
Yeah.
from Monkey 3. I guess that's Wily enough. It's not super Wily.
Oh, the Pyrite Parrot of Petaluma. A joke that we only really intended to use in the first episode and then became a challenge to every designer to try and use.
Yeah, thanks about that.
Yeah.
Like there was literally a line written in episode 3 where it's like, "Oh, that's gone forever,"
And then it comes
underlined.
Brought him back.
I tried.
Also, Petaluma is near Telltale, and
It's
is
25
where
minutes away.
Many of us live. I grew up there.
There is a cheese factory.
That's the Marin Cheese Factory. Actually, we don't associate with them.
Oh, this
This is one of my favorite puzzles in the game, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite as well. I love the.
And actually, we reference this internally a lot, this puzzle, for a lot of good reasons. Just in the fact that like there was a really quick feedback loop to all the things you were trying to do, and you could. It was truly like a very nicely self-contained puzzle. It was clicking and learning continually, and I really like that.
We get the guy in who didn't work on this episode, so we can talk about how brilliant we all are.
Actually, I guess it works
about how
out.
wonderful it is.
Go on.
Actually, my favorite thing about this whole thing is just that you get to shock a monkey a lot. The whole thing.
There were debates over that.
Yeah.
The whole thing just started with, can we shock a monkey repeatedly and get away with it?
And the
And
answer
have
was,
the
if
Yes,
he likes
ESRB.
it.
If he likes it, yes.
Was that really the ESRB answer? If he likes it, like that was like.
Well, that was
That's
our,
concerning.
that was our pitch to
Oh.
appease the ESRB. It's like, well, he's not torturing a monkey; he's pleasuring a monkey.
No.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
No.
If that was okay.
This also has my
Oh, yeah, he does love it. Look at
my
him.
favorite shameless joke, which is the cut off my hand. Isn't that a little rash? No, it's a very big rash. And Jared just killed that line.
Oh yeah, Jared, our sound guy,
Our
is the
sound guy.
He does sound effects.
Oh, he does sound.
Yeah.
I was
on the
thinking
Cinemax
of-
and
yeah,
Waltz and
yeah.
Drama games. He does
He
all
does
the music.
music, right? I
Yeah.
would never undersell him as just.
Yeah.
By the way, Bogan, the animation on the kickflip picture get makes me really happy. I really like the way that looked.
Who did that?
Is that you?
I don't know.
Oh. That was you being.
Who did that? Someone else.
Actually, I think.
Oh, no, I really
this,
don't know.
This series is where we first started doing a lot of heavy outsourcing of animation. We did a lot of the layout files in-house, and we would use a lot of
Oh, yeah,
animation
that guy.
contractors
Really
outside.
nice,
So.
By outsourcing, you mean just like individual contracts?
I think I did the layout.
But
Yay.
We could tell.
these didn't like go to
It looked
Mumbai,
like-
is what you're saying?
No, I
like
went
the animations.
to a lot of it went to Cinematics, who's up in the Northwest. Is that right?
Cinematics. Yeah, I don't know if we used them for episode 1. I can't remember. I don't think so. I think that was
Important
from
foreshadowing here.
episode
Got
3 on.
pirates?
So
Morgan's
like,
marketing
again.
is the worst.
Oh, this whole bit with the horn that the indestructible bottles. They were supposed to play a much bigger role
Oh, remember
originally.
that storyline?
Yeah, they were going to be holding these whole indestructible reefs, and the whole island was going to be encased in a giant bottle that was indestructible later. Oof.
That got cut, but not soon enough.
Not soon enough.
It sticks around.
That's Master of Balance McGee. His standing looks a little weird.
Which is why we're not showing it much.
Did he? Are those peg legs recent in the story, or had he had them for a while?
Yeah, no.
Like, had he had time to
No, no,
practice
no.
standing on them?
No. When he gets thrown out of the bar, this Singe cuts off his other leg.
Right.
He already had one cut off.
Yeah.
I see.
I want
Is it?
to
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I want to point out in this environment that one of those last-minute edits was that Jake put in the
map?
machine. Yeah, the machine in the back.
Yeah, just at the last second, I threw in the entirety of Flotsam Island behind this one jungle tile.
This is awesome.
You want to sell the scale of the place?
Oh, I was
We're
gonna
not
say,
gonna
this is the most tactically bizarre episode. Just like the weird, like mic. Like, look at that thing. That's ridiculous. Like the weird
Look at
mic
the bird.
contraption.
Yeah.
Like if you need somebody to cook you up like a bizarre mechanical contraption.
Right, but then look what happens to this in episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
No,
it's just like,
it's
what the heck?
genius.
Yeah.
There's a method to the madness.
It's a giant saxophone that controls the winds.
Oh, and those clams that you stick the
Yeah.
pole into to open things.
Sticking the pole into the clam.
You know.
Original design for this statue.
Yeah.
Rated T for teen.
Where's Burgess Meredith when you need him?
Another bird appearance. So birds were also things that came in at the last minute, and we're so glad that.
Yeah, that one there, yay.
Birds were key.
4 of them.
Is this the first series that we used excessive usage of camera shaking and things like that?
We had a little bit of gratuitous camera shake in Sam Max Season 2 for the Mametron 9000.
Oh,
Wasn't
that's
there a
right.
bunch of camera shake in Dangerous?
That's really the seed. That
Oh
exploded
yeah,
in
Strong
Monkey
Bad
Island.
it was all over that.
Yeah.
Although
The rocking ships. And
the thing is,
Monkey Island
in Monkey Island, since we didn't have point and click, since we didn't have to worry about people having to click the ground to navigate, we were able to make the camera go flying around a lot more,
Yeah.
which is nice because when your interface for controlling the player is split apart from what you're looking at on screen, you can actually make it move around.
Yeah.
So we can have ships rocking all over the place and not have people waggling the mouse all over the place, which I think, like in the Dangerous car chase, I think we had talked about maybe adding some of that stuff, but you just couldn't because you couldn't. I'm fading away.
Ah,
For
no.
more treatises on
No.
control schemes.
Cheese!
Oh man.
I can't believe that's in there.
Oh, yeah.
The cheese?
The cheese joke.
I also can't believe this was done by 370 Guardians.
The weather vane just
Just
pops
thinking
out.
like, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Weathervane pops out so we don't have to do more animation of picking it up.
My liege, I thought you were dead.
I like to Singe's air gun a lot.
Yeah, like in the YouTube.
I'm sorry. I really... I have no excuse for that.
That happens. Which
But
is
this
pretty-
happens,
that's a
and
good
then we
payoff,
have the
though,
most
yeah.
disturbing puzzle ever.
This is awesome. Yeah.
yeah.
This is
Jared's
great.
Jared's vocal, whatever the heck that is going on.
I think Jared actually strapped himself into one of these things to get those sounds, and I wasn't there, luckily.
We have them lying around.
What? We have wind machines.
I love how, like 3 birds just fly.
They're okay though.
Yeah.
there's just
ESRB.
Yep.
news.
That thing.
Wind.
Howard.
Going out to sea. Hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the fundament. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
You just all started watching Guybrush. It's funny how you just get sucked into like watching the facial
The
character.
acting on Guybrush was a big step up for us, I think,
Yeah.
as a
Oh,
studio.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that.
I think another thing is, in this series, we tried to do change of day, change of time of day a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Kind of
dead.
help things.
We planned all along for overall the course of the season to go pretty much from daytime to dead of night.
And then we ruined it in the middle of episode 3 accidentally.
Yeah, we kind of... Yeah, but you were in a
How so?
manatee through the whole episode, so...
Well, it was supposed to get increasingly darker, but then we just made it nighttime when the manatee eats them, and then it's daytime again when they're up top with the kava, and then it's
sure.
just getting back to nighttime again.
yeah, it worked.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
2 days.
Yeah.
Spent a whole night in that belly.
Yeah. One night in a manatee. No big deal. Come on.
It was right for the scene. The
Yeah.
betrayal and the
Yeah.
tender moments of Guybrush and Morgan wouldn't have worked as well, I think, if it was not that nice, bright, sunny day out there.
Oh man, I remember this. I remember watching somebody struggle with this puzzle, which is actually I kind of like that tonally for where it
The
takes
map
place.
is introduced. It's very important.
I remember right off the bat, someone ripped that texture out and posted it on our forums, like, "Oh, here's where you're going in episode 2." It was like,
You guy.
Make way for
yeah, Guybrush's out of control hand is good in this.
the rock of gelato.
Well, the frustration of trying to figure out how to get it to stop maps really well to Guybrush's frustration, which I like.
And get me some grog for this hand.
And off they go.
Winslow's booking.
Yeah, Winslow's kicking in overdrive.
Finally, the rock of gelato. Now find a lane.
We got better at making
the
things like
exciting-
that Ron, later on in the series.
This is Derek. This is
yeah.
Derek Sakai's joke. On the enhance the upper quadrant, and then
Full enhancement.
we originally were going to do some goofy.
Psych guy.
Yeah, the second telescope is the best.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's LeChuck. Elaine, look out!
Is the
Super bright flower.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Nobody
I've
saw
waited
it.
a long time for this.
Could you wait a little longer?
Oh yeah.
K capsize.
It's yes. That's right. Good lord, it's Kate
No,
Capside.
actually,
It's our master.
if you check
It's
Twitter,
Random
it's
Woman.
not K
Yes,
Capsize.
it's
We're done now.
It's the
Good
waitress.
game, guys. Good game. Good game.
It's the waitress from Planet Threepwood.
What, Sean? What?
Stop.
You can just fade that out. No,
Stop.
it's the waitress from Planet Threepwood.
Yeah, it's the other Elaine.
Oh, right.